We ain't taking no days off. We put our lives on the line with this perpetual grind. All this hard work gon' pay off. Our main objective is to free minds. We don't like to waste time. We don't ever show off. We rather move in silence. My people about to take off, but we gotta be united. Self-realization was a must for me. I'm so in tune with myself, I never skip a beat. I meditate every day so I can keep my peace. But if you look into my soul, I promise you would see.
Hide the money, y'all. There's poor people around. With your broke ass.
Every election. So now, because they can't beat me, they got to do this smear campaign to convince public opinion that I'm bad for them.
So you said 2 elections. You were first elected in 2021?
No, 2013 was my first election for trustee. I was a trustee. I sat where they are.
Right.
That's why I know the law.
Council.
Yes.
Elected mayor 2021.
Yes.
Term is 4 years?
Yes.
Okay. Plans of running for re-election?
I'm running for both my seats. And I'm going to win them.
So, and when is the election for Thornton Township?
2025.
So those elections at the same time?
They are.
Bullshit. A bullshit. A bullshit.
I could not be here breathing and be comfortable if I was really as bad as they was making it. You know, nobody could be around me. So for me to be this calm, I must have some kind of inner peace. And my inner peace is knowing that once everybody take the time to really see what type of person I am, you'd be surprised that I stuck around this long.
I have to make the life that I do live as happy as I can and try to do the best with what I have. You know, live the best life I can live, be as happy as I can be. Nothing is perfect for anybody. I don't know.
Boys, I swear, I think I figured it out. You know why they don't want us redneck brothers and sisters and the hood brothers and sisters getting along? You know why? Because we'd be unstoppable. I'm telling you right now, we would shut shit down.
What did he say? What did they say? We will shut shit down. I don't know why I get closer to the mic like that's gonna make me be louder. Blessings, uncensored enlightenment talk family. I'm here with a bow. I'm the gift tonight. Look at me coming in hot. I'm behaving. How are you today? You're here with your host, Grace Levi, and you know what we're going to do. We're going to talk about Thornton and Dolton, okay? So today we're going to do a semi-deep dive. Usually what I do on this channel is that I go into a little bit of deeper information pertaining to whatever subject they got going on and see how can we trip Henyard up. So my main goal with the broadcast is going forward and continue to do what I do is to see, can we talk about how we can trip Henyard up? Okay, so the last few broadcasts, we went over some of the rules of the 2025 election that's coming up, and some ways we may can question her actual participation. But today what we're going to do is do a little flashback. People know what's been going on, but we're going to kind of get into it a little bit. We're going to talk about Mr. Burge, Ronnie Burge, okay? And the question about his authenticity in regards to his position, as well as we're going to get into a little bit of Carmen versus KP. I'm going to give you an update on my progress on that. Also, we have an update on KP in another case. And we just have a few things to show you. It's a lot that I have, so I'm kind of going to break it up and do a 2-part. So we'll let you know when the 2-part going to come in. So let's get to it. Let's get to it. Hit the like button. And yes, thank you. I did enjoy my walk. So I tried to do a walk once a month. It was supposed to be a 10-mile walk. Ooh, the first time I did that, oh my God, my hips felt like it was about to fall off. So hold on. My hips felt like it was about to fall off, but it do feel good to take walks, if not runs. I'm not a runner. I'm a walker. And, you know, just listen to some uplifting music, if that's the scripture, if that is meditation music, and just get it in. You know, just walk. And it's good to do it with someone, but if you have you and your headphones, it's good. You'll see, because the walking actually relieves the stress, and then you start you think and you kind of talk things out in your head, and by the time you get to come back from the foul mouth towards the end, you praying to God that you can even make it. You know, forgot about all the things you was worried about. You was like, oh my God, let's get there. So that's what I try to do once in a month. Hopefully I can continue to do that and add that to my health and wellness blog and practices to the people that's out here. Hold on 1 second. My equipment is about to go dead. So thank you for asking. Yes, but no, I wasn't that stressed out. Nobody has me that stressed out no more. Yeah. If you've been through what I've been through in life, nothing can bother you. Anyway, moving forward. So Dolton Mayor Tiffany Henyard makes unexpected appearance at board meeting. That's kind of where we left off when she popped up at the Thornton meeting. No, I'm sorry, I apologize. The Dolton meeting, showing the hell out. So we're just going to do a quick flashback on that. And she made an announcement at that time. She just made her announcement and bounced. Basically trying to appoint Smith, Lockett, and Bird. Let's get to it.
We're dueling. New here at 10, some new drama in Dolton. There were dueling village meetings tonight, one held by Mayor Tiffany Henyard, the other by a majority of Dolton trustees in a separate location. And NBC5's Regina Waldrop is there reporting that the trustees tonight got a surprise visitor.
2 agendas, 2 meetings in different locations. It was a little confusing for some residents, but the meeting here at Village Hall canceled after a few minutes because they didn't have a quorum. In Dolton Monday night, competing village board meetings.
I want to thank my 2 trustees, Trustee Andrew Holmes and Trustee Stan Brown, for showing up.
At Village Hall, Mayor Tiffany Henyard, 2 trustees and some department heads, the meeting canceled.
As you can see, the board did not show up, and these are the things that the residents are tired of. When we sit here and we set a schedule to attend a board meeting, their jobs as legislative councilors to show up.
Meanwhile, at Dolton's field house, a majority of trustees and about 24 residents. Then drama when Henyard shows up at that meeting.
Just to be clear, since y'all were in my living room, just to be crystal clear, I am here to appoint my police chief, my village.
Trustee Jason House says the meeting was held at the field house due to ongoing capacity issues at Village Hall.
The Attorney General gave us a binding opinion that meetings over at Village Hall were not legal. They violated the Open Meetings Act.
A Cook County judge has blocked appointments Henyard made to 3 key village posts, including police chief and village administrator.
Those 3 were never presented to the board properly, meaning we should have gotten resumes, background checks.
The next Dolton Village Board meeting happens October 21st. In Dolton tonight, I'm Regina Waldrop, NBC5 News.
All right, so we kind of doing bringing you up to date of what's going on, and we're going to go into where the did I take it off the screen? Judge denies attorney request to hold Dolton mayor in contempt of court. So there was questions about, like, okay, you remember that night we were talking like, dang, they should hold her in contempt the way that she was doing things. And this was October 4th. So I don't know if people talked about this, because they don't be talking about Tiffany little stupid little wins. But we are going to play this real quick. Hold on 1 second. I want to make this look a little bit better. How about that? What's that? How that look? Okay, give me 1 second. So she was not held in contempt. I wish she was, but we're going to watch this together. If you don't know what happened, here we go. What happened?
South suburban Dolton.
An attorney is asking for Mayor Tiffany Henyard to be held in contempt of court. There's a hearing on this matter set for this morning. Now, last week, a Cook County judge granted a temporary restraining order preventing 3 people Henyard recently appointed from taking office. That includes Ronnie Burge Sr., who she appointed as police chief. The appointments were not approved by trustees. The attorney for the majority of village trustees claims Burge is not following the restraining order and refuses to turn over his uniform and badge. The lawsuit also says Henyard is interfering with current village administrator Keith Freeman's duties.
All right, so this is how things are coming along out there in Dolton. Let me see if I can get some more from the article, and then we're going to kind of bring you up to date. I don't want this thing to just play on us. The Cook County judge denies an attorney request to hold Dolton Mayor Tiffany Henyard and the newly appointed police chief Ronnie Burge Sr. in contempt.
And now to the story of an Army vet.
Excuse me. In contempt of court, leaving a temporary restraining order in effect. So Tiffany knew she had to do things a little bit better and play chess. So that's why she made sure that she put it on the agenda this time. Blessings, everyone in the chat. I want to say thank you for being with us, not giving up on Grace Levi. I love you guys. So, yeah, basically, it looks like the trustees went in to try to stop it, but they didn't hold her in contempt at that time when she just showed up and showed the hell out. You see what I'm saying? I was like, they should hold her in contempt. She's not following rules and regulations. She went there just yelling what she gonna do, how she gonna do it, and that's not how it was supposed to be. So this judge, you know, we're gonna have to follow up on this judge and see what type of connections he had, because he seems to be a little bit lenient on her. So Henyard is at the center of several probes and lawsuits with the ongoing federal grand jury investigation. You see, it's still an investigation. It's not an indictment. Okay, that began in November 2023. This is literally 1 year later. That's why, I mean, I don't want people to lose hope, but I do want people to be realistic about what can happen. Okay, I'm not saying that she's going to be elected, because we do have a great candidate running House. I believe in him, but you really got to question things when we're all the way in November. Election time is coming, and the trustees been on this for 3 years. Okay, I'm just saying, I just got to throw this out here. That's why when we read that article that the Lansing Journal brought out, and they were talking about all the entities to get in contact with, and I didn't put it under the video, but I will. I said as well, the FBI should be added to that list to find out what's going on with this federal grand jury investigation. All right, so in the newest twist, a Cook County judge ruled that the recent appointed employees cannot walk in the village hall due to the appointment being made in violation of both the Illinois Municipality Code and Dolton Village Code. So he acknowledged that the original appointment wasn't lawful, but he still didn't hold her in contempt. And that's what I really feel some type of way for. So we're going to follow up on that judge. I didn't do a deep dive on him because there's so much going on, but I know that he's someone we need to follow up on. So this is court filing sounds an unlawful restraining order. We went over that already. And now we're going to go into Dolton Mayor makes temporary appointment of police chief. Orders after blocked by trustees. So this is where we're at right now, where Tiffany is coming in hot. And she's like, fuck it, I'm not going to come in with my emotions and try to make a scene. I'm going to do it in a way that I'm going to try to get them. So she put it on the agenda and she announced it. She couldn't wait to get through that. Look at this person, Angela Lockett over there. We're going to get into her just a little bit. It's not a lot on her, but we are going to talk about this character right here. Okay? And then we're gonna get to your comments in a second after we get through this first section of just like a little flashback. So this is November 7th, 2024, brought to you by Yahoo News. Dolton Mayor Tiffany Henyard on Wednesday pushes through temporary 30-day appointment of police chief and other positions, including an executive assistant, after trustee voted against approving these picks. Henyard said that she needs people in place to manage village operations after trustees turned down her naming of Ronnie Burge Sr. as police chief. As mayor, I am entitled to the appointment, she said. Henyard also said she was temporarily named. She was temporarily naming Angela Lockett as village attorney, Michael Smith as executive assistant, and Max Solomon as special counsel. So we definitely know that Solomon didn't make it. I don't know why he didn't make it, but he didn't make it. Solomon represents Henyard in a lawsuit she filed against trustees over where village board meetings should be held. So maybe that maybe that will be some grounds for bias because he already involved in the lawsuit against her and in the trustees, because the lawyer that Otisstein, I think his name is, that's representing the trustees, he don't get involved in other cases or represent the trustees outside of that capacity. So I think that's probably why the judge said, hell no, because you're already involved in something which create a bias. He is also identified as her attorney in an eviction case. See, he's already her personal attorney, so you can't have it both ways. So the judge said no. That's why he said no to Solomon. Case involving the mayor and Thornton Township employees as well. Solomon asked a Cook County judge and mark him to dismiss the mayor from the eviction lawsuit Thursday, saying she doesn't live at the Dolton home owned by the landlord. Judge Carrie Hamilton set December 17th as the next court date, and an attorney for the landlord plans to file an amended lawsuit. So I'm glad she got an attorney going to help her file correctly and get her stuff done. So I wonder what they mean by she don't live there. And I would assume she has some type of, she has to have some paperwork between her and Henyard for this case to even be pending like this. I know there are, like they have squatter rights and things like that, but usually it's held more up if the squatter come to court. So if the squatter ain't coming and the landlord trying to get him out, it's usually in the landlord's favor. So that's what I'm thinking, like why things didn't move forward quickly. So she did have some type of paperwork with Henyard. So I'm not sure how it's her lawyer saying that she doesn't live there, but because Cook County still making me wait to get my access, I can't read the court cases through the Cook County website. I'll show you. I can see the proceedings that they have listed, and that's how I have an update about KP, but I can't get my hands on the cases. So I'm still working on that. I have some people who are helping me in the background with cases, so hopefully I'll be able to get to more of those next week in detail, but at least I know about them, okay? So, okay, Henyard was sued by some village trustees in early September when she appointed Burge, Lockett, and Smith. So this is the ongoing issue, and the judge's name is Judge Tedious Wilson. And let me not forget his name, because we're gonna go look into him. Because I already questioned him from the beginning, and now I definitely question him because he should have held her in contempt. He held up the order for the restraining order, but then held her in contempt when she went up there and act like a fool. And now that she appointed somebody, had the chance to do it correctly, she got 30 days. So state agency warns Mayor Henyard in letter that Dolton police chief. Okay, she has 30 days, but this is an update that was as of yesterday. Now, when I was looking into Ronnie Burge, I was like, what? Okay, because you can go online to see if they're active, the police is active and things like that. So at first I got a little confused because his son is also a police officer. So we're going to show you that, where one is pending active, or you have to call to find out if they're active, and the other one is not active. Okay, so we're going to get to that, but we're going to read to you this. State agency warns Mayor Henyard in letter that Dolton police chief not legally qualified to serve. Dun, 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 dun. Because when I was looking, I was like, wait, his license don't even look like it's active. What the hell is this? Excuse my language. It's like, why do we have to call to verify his license? But we're going to show you that in real time. But let's play this.
More drama in Dolton tonight. The state agency that regulates local law enforcement in Illinois says Mayor Tiffany Henyard's handpicked police chief is not right now legally qualified to run the department or even serve as an officer. Fox 32 obtained a letter sent by the Illinois Law Enforcement Training and Standards Board to Dolton Mayor Tiffany Henyard on Friday regarding her appointment of Ronald Burge Sr. as Dolton police chief. Henyard appointed Burge as top cop in September over the objections of the majority of the Dolton trustees, who say she can't make appointments without their consent. In the letter, the deputy director of the Training and Standards Board tells Henyard that Burge is considered inactive because Dolton has not submitted the proper paperwork on his behalf, and because Burge has not completed a requalification shoot since 2021 when he was with the Dixmoor Police Department. For these reasons, he is currently not authorized to exercise law enforcement authority or to carry a firearm publicly, the letter says. We strongly encourage you to remove him from public service until an appointment is submitted and the board determines if he is eligible for reactivation and a training waiver. Last month, Dolton trustees were granted a restraining order, preventing Burge from serving without the board's approval. But after a chaotic village board meeting on Wednesday, the judge agreed with Henyard that Burge could serve as police chief on an interim basis for 30 days until a new chief is selected. The letter also includes a stern reminder to Henyard of your duty to conduct a thorough background check of Mr. Burge's criminal and employment history before making your determination of employment. Now, it's unclear just how much Burge has actually been working at the Dolton Police Department since his appointment. I spoke tonight to Dolton trustee Jason House, who told me they will likely now go back to court with that letter and try to convince the judge that Burge should not even be serving in an interim capacity.
Thank you, because he's not licensed right now. He's not active. That's what we're going to show you. So,
A man has died after being shot while leaving a suburban junior high bathroom.
Sorry, let me see if there's anything important in this, and then we're going to show you where to look for this information is. So, briefing, the Illinois Law Enforcement Training and State Board informed Dolton Mayor Tiffany Henyard that her appointment of Ronald Burge Sr. as police chief is not legally valid due to missing paperwork and his lack of recent requalification. And that was some of the things that I was looking for when it came to the officer involved in the Alexis Wilson case. This is stuff that you can actually find out through Freedom of Information requests. So I'm glad that the trustees or the lawyer took the opportunity to go and do this, because I knew that he wasn't qualified. I pretty much knew it. Despite objections from the Dolton trustee, a judge allowed Burge to serve as an intern police chief for 30 days pending the selection of a new police chief. That's why I'm questioning this judge behavior. Okay, Judge Wilson. This you get tedious Wilson, something is not right. Something not right. So you know this man paperwork is not up to date. You already know that he's missing recent qualification or certifications that he need, and you will still put the people safety in danger by putting them in there. You know, it's just a little bit weird to me, but it's something that we need to think about. We have a lot of great inspector decks that's out there in Dolton. So all I'm saying is just deep dive, because something a little weird. You know, they all connected some way, somehow. So the letter also remind Henyard. Now, this is very important, because this is telling me that this judge know that this man ain't supposed to be there. The letter also remind Henyard to conduct a thorough background check on Burge before finalizing his employment with Dolton trustees, considering further legal action. Before Dolton trustee consider further legal action. So I think he's trying to tell her, girl, they're going to get you if you put this man in there, because his background may be questionable. Now, I did find this website that they just started to construct earlier in the year that highlights officers. Like, it's supposed to be some type of rogue list. They don't seem to be very active. I'm going to show you it. It has his name on there, it has his son name on there, but the links doesn't seem to be active. So Chicago obtained a letter sent Friday by the Illinois Law Enforcement Training Standard Board. So just it. No, that's just another Fox 32 news. So basically, that's the status of him. And I'm glad that they did bring it to the judge's attention. I think that the judge is very questionable at this point. But let's go to where you go to actually look this information up if you have any questions about law enforcement out there in Illinois, okay? You could just simply just put their name in this database real quick and check to see if they active. Illinois Law Enforcement Training and Standard Board. So this is where they contact, and this is where you can put the officer's name in here. And we did find it is Ronald Burge, and this is his, and it's a Ronald L. Burge. Hold on one second. Where both of them at? This one. This is his son, Ronald L. Burge. This is his son. So I ended up pulling up both because I was trying to figure out what was going on first. But you'll be able to see one has a longer work history than the other one. So this is the website that you go to, okay? And then we're gonna look at his versus his son's. Hold on 1 second. His versus his son. This is his. He actually started working in 1982. Damn, he old. I was born 1983. Jeez, I'm 40. He's been working for a long time. I wonder what. Okay, I have to look because Trina Downs made this video where she had pulled up a certain officer's background, and I never was able to like go back and look at it. So when we do our deep dive number 2, I'm gonna find out that website because that website literally had the full police background of the person she was talking about. So that's the one I'm going to follow up because we're going to do a deep dive number 2 to get into some more detail. But Ronnie Burge, this is what I found very interesting. This senior, so we know it's him because he started working in 1982, and it was Harvey and Dolton. You know he worked for Dolton for a second, right? He worked for Dolton, and I think he was under damn. Why everybody got the same name? Who is it? Mayor Harvey at that time? And it was an election case going on. We read it. It was something that had to do with the election. The person had became the mayor, and then he got a ticket. If y'all remember, I had pulled up the case, but it was a lawsuit within the time that he was at Dolton, Ronnie Burge, and he was involved in it. If y'all remember, I knew I had the case up and I just took it down. I should have just kept it up there so I could remind myself. But anyway, his last inactivity in separation from employment at Dixmoor was in 2021. It is 2024. Okay. Little 3 years and almost 6 months. This person seemed to not have been active. Okay. And, he tried to advance his career by running for mayor at one point. I don't understand the politics of Dolton. That's what I said. I'm not going to stress myself. One thing, I don't stress myself. But I really don't understand the politics of Dolton because that man ran against Henyard and then got into a position where he was overseeing the votes of that same election because he lost. Yup. And then now... No, prior to that, it was a lawsuit involved in him. And that lawsuit named the trustees and Stan Brown and Tiffany Henyard, all of them was named into this lawsuit. They all are involved in a lot of different scenarios throughout the past, honestly. And it's really weird to me. I mean, I really don't get it. I thought that, when you're dealing with politics, you're dealing with government, that's naive of me to say that everybody don't know each other. People come from different neck of the woods. But this is like a lot of nepotism or something. Like, I'll get you in here, I'll get you in, I'll sue you here, but then we cool tomorrow. I'm confused at this point. That's why I said I'm not going to stress myself in trying to make people happy. All I could do is just share the facts of what I know and keep it moving because it can be stressful. I see our residents out there stressed out. Now, let's get to his son because his son is inactive as well. But look at this. This is what it says. For his initial certification date and certification status, please contact board staff for verification. This is what it says for him. Now, I thought yesterday, and it's so crazy when I looked into this, but I said maybe I mixed it up with the son and I should have took a picture. I thought it had said inactive or deactivate, deactive like his son. I think his son says decertified. I had thought I saw that for him. And then today, when I pulled it up, it says this. But I said, maybe I'm tripping. But on his son's verification, it does say decertified. Thank you, Jesus. Because you remember what his son did. Yep. Y'all remember what his son did? Violence. His son made me scared. If y'all remember the story that we talked about when we showed you the news article, video where his son chased after the old lady because the old lady was mad at him about something, like she got him, said something and walked out and he started chasing her. It looked this scary. He grabbed her up, brought her back in the precinct, hemmed her up like this. I'm just making that up. But somehow, some way, she hit her head. And he tried to say that it was her hitting her own head on the wall. All types of stuff. These are the people that we're bringing. Not us. Tiffany is, hold on. Y'all know what I got to do. Hold on. Y'all know I can't get through. Well, we only a half an hour already, and I didn't do this. Where my baby cakes at? Oh, my goodness. I always scroll by it and take a long time to find it. Let's put it on the screen. Whoa. Looking kind of scary. You know, this is the woman of the hour. This is the one that's always bringing us all this drama. This is the reason why we have to do the deep dive. This is our own deep dive as I don't know if y'all consider me a resident. I know y'all don't like me, the Thornton residents. I love y'all though, but this is what we should do, you know, on these online platforms, is actually come up with some type of plan or some strategies. I know the revolution should not be televised, but since I ain't dead, then it's the only way I could get the message to y'all. So it is a blessing that they have brought it to the judge's attention, even though the judge seems a little bit biased, Tedious Wilson, and still allow Ronnie Burge to act for the next 30 days. This is a little weird. We're going to keep our eye on it next week. We're going to give you an update. Hopefully it'll be some good updates, because you know Ronnie going to be in there bothering the citizens, bothering the residents. And that's something we can't stand for. But let me just show you guys this. This is this National Police Database. I have put it in the community page. This is something new that this private company, I believe, it came up with. Let me hold on 1 second. What is that? Do I have the thing? I had an article that talked about it. But basically, this database, it seemed pretty generic. But I want to show you right now here, because it took me a long time to find this. Okay, shoot. Like, it's like one page. You just got to keep scrolling and scrolling. So Ronnie Bird's information is here. Date of birth 1958, and his son's information is here. But when you click it, it's not going to a hyperlink. So I'm still trying to figure out how to use this. This is supposed to be the National Police Index that they just created in January 2024, and they're still adding, I guess, police names and states to this. So this is something you guys keep your eye on. I guess they're going to be building this up and hopefully give us some information related to the police officers. So I'm going to do some more digging on this, but I wanted to share this with y'all. The National Police Index is a project and a data tool showing police employment history, data obtained from state police training and certification boards across the United States. So if you guys are interested in that information, this is something good for you guys to have, because I think we really have to pay attention in this next coming, 4 years. I think I don't know what it's going to be with Trump, but I definitely know one thing that we have to pay attention to is this qualified immunity thing. And how we have to show that police should not have it. And that should be one of the guides of their history. So this is decertification. So let's just get into this a little bit. This is, what is this document? Don't kick my butt. Shut up. Illinois Association of Chiefs of Police. Okay. So decertification. So we're going to see. So we don't know if he's decertified, but that's what I saw at first. And something seems to remarkably change, but it's okay. We can keep our eye on that. Next time I take a screenshot. I wasn't fast enough this time. Usually I'll be like, click, 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 click. Screenshots. I learned that from my daughter. My daughter be like, yo, I keep everything. In the bag. I'll be like, she's like, I keep it for years just in case. I was like, girl, you crazy. And actually it worked. Click, click. Anyway, moving forward. Let me see, can I get this a little bit bigger for you guys? Get my head off the screen. So this is Illinois Association of Chief of Police. What you need to know about decertification process, which is effective January 1st, 2022. Based on this decertification process, that's how that website that I just showed you came about, because they wanted to find a way to track it, because allegedly they said this process was in hand, but there wasn't a good way to track it. So let's get down to what is the requirements for decertification. The discretionary decertification process. The board has the discretionary authority to decertify a full-time or part-time LEO upon determination by the board that the LEO has committed an act that would constitute a felony misdemeanor, which could serve as a basis for automatic decertification regarding of whether the LEO was criminally prosecuted or terminated from their employment. Keep your eye out on his behavior, okay? Keep your eye out on his behavior, okay? Exercise excessive use of force, fail to comply with the officer's duty to intervene, including through acts or omissions. So if he over there, letting Henyard act like a fool, no, I'm just playing. Well, you know how it is. Thank God that the meetings haven't got contentious like that. But regardless, if it's something like he's there and then something pop off like what happened with Roberts, failure to act. I'm petty. Sorry. Tampering with a dash camera, body worn camera, or data recording by the dash camera. Engaging in the following conduct related to reported investigation, prosecution of crimes, committing perjury, made a false statement, knowingly tampered with or fabricated evidence. Okay, we're gonna highlight some of these things because I think he got potential for that. We trying to knock these out the box. 30 days is enough. So I hope whatever he do, he go in there and take a whole glass to shut the hell up. But this is some of the things that we kind of gotta pay attention to, because you do have this process of decertification for these popos. Okay, they ain't gonna tell us. You can report this too. You can report it. Well, officers are obligated to report it. So engaging in any unprofessional, now they petty right here, and I like this one. And then we're about to get to your comments. Engaging in any unprofessional, unethical, deceptive, okay, delirious, excuse me, I'm saying that wrong, conduct or practice harmful to the public, such as conduct, practice need not have resulted in actual injury to any person, but any harmful conduct to the public, and use in this paragraph the term unprofessional conduct. Unprofessional conduct. Yes, that's petty. Because you know people be getting unprofessional, especially at the meetings and everything. So y'all better catch it on camera. Shall include any departure from or failure to conform to the minimum standards of acceptable and prevailing practice of an officer. So if y'all see that man acting like a fool, saying anything crazy, acting unprofessional, excessive force, failure to act, omission to act, make sure the board know he ain't even got no license right now. He's still impending. That's why I feel some type of way. They very disrespectful to Dolton. They very disrespectful. For real. They already know Dolton going through this. They see the numerous lawsuits. He see the numerous lawsuits and still want to put a character in position like this. So just know that you guys can report it. For reports from the public can be made. It said a member of the public may file a complaint against the LEO with the board either confidentially or non-confidentially, notwithstanding any other provisions in the state or law collective bargaining agreement. The board shall accept notice and investigate any allegations from complainant who acts to remain confidential. Okay, so they have a preliminary review, and then if you don't like that, hold on one second. A preliminary review. When the board receives a preliminary review, it must conduct a preliminary review of the allegations to determine if there are sufficient information to warrant an investigation. Unless it would jeopardize the investigation within 30 days after receipt of the complaint, the board must notify the LEA and the professional conduct database. The board will also notify the relevant state attorney office of the allegations. If true, would constitute a violation of state law. So if y'all report something today, then he's gonna be under investigation. And then y'all can just bring that to the Judge Wilson. Like, listen, he has a pending investigation, so he can't even do these 30 days. Bitch, I'm petty. Bitch, I'm petty. Y'all know I'm petty. Let me get to the comments. Y'all know I'm petty. Listen, if they got it down there, we're going to try it. I want to say blessings to H-Spag, love and blessings to you. You always there in the corner like this. I appreciate you. Pamela, blessings, honeymoon. Blessings to you. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Hello. From the state saying Bird can't carry a gun or a badge yet. Well, thank you for the info. That's basically what I'm telling you now. He should not be able to because he is not on active duty. He cannot because he didn't complete the requirements that he need to. And that one of them was allegedly that it was he's supposed to get recertified to shoot his gun. But even with that, I think he has more things to get certified as well. Gonna do a little bit more digging on that. Thank you for putting that in the comments. But do respect the platform because those individuals don't deal with me. So you can, I love you, but you know what it is. You know what I'm saying? I try to give respect to people, but at this point, it's just me, myself, and I. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, but I love you, honeymoon. Javon, blessings for being here. And did y'all hear Tiffany said during her Trump support rant, she basically said, what color makes blue? Red does. I'm sorry, but primary colors don't create other primary colors. Blah. Blue and red make purple. She crazy. You know Henyard's slow. She don't know what the hell she talking about. Okay. Hello, I agree. Follow up on the judge for sparing the ride. Yeah, something not right. We gotta follow up on everybody. I'm telling you, there's no hands down. You just gotta really ask people intent and how they move it. He giving her too many chances. Apparently, the landlord never filed it with the county, even though she filled out the paperwork. Tiffany is trying to us a loophole. What do you mean she didn't file it? She had filings. We saw the filings in the court case. She had dates. Tiffany didn't show up. If you can explain to me a little bit more. Yeah, he's not active. Yep. So we showed you the website where you can go up there and look to see if police are active or not. You know, we share you some resources. These things that you need to be able to look up yourself, especially if you're in that area dealing with some of these road cops. Like the trustee said, they need a background check. Yes, this is supposed to be the first things that they're supposed to do. And even when the judge knew that it was no background check, he stated that in the first restraining order, like an injunction. He said that, you know, when you appoint people, you have to make sure that they qualify. The reason why they granted them the injunction originally, because he felt like the people that she appointed would put the general public in harm. And he mentioned that, you know, the people who are put in this position has to be qualified. You remember I kind of emphasized that in the first one. I said that was very important. And then he let her do it again. Blessings, Javar. Blessings. Welcome. Happy to see you here. Yes. Oh, wow. You said the same thing. Yeah, I was saying happy to see you here, Javar. I don't know if you, we're not gonna talk about the past. I know that election day, somebody got mad at me. They was like, I'm so fucking stressed. I'm getting out of here because the election was stressing them out. But I'm glad you guys is not letting the elections get to you guys. As I mentioned on my post, I don't give a damn who's in the White House. I'm still going to do my thug thizzle. You still just got to do what you have to do. Plan for your future. Focus on your family. Make sure your household have the provisions. Stay prayed up. Try to stay drama-free as possible. Pick and choose your battles and keep it moving. All right. Oh, that poor lady had a camera and tried to take it from her, and she ran. Who are you talking about? What lady and what camera? Did I miss something? Oh, yes. You talking about Ronnie Bird with his crazy self, his son? When his son was, that's when she had a camera. I know it was something, or maybe she recorded him or something, but I know she left out the police station because she was coming for her nephew or something. And they got into some verbal lashing. And she walked out and he said, hell no. And he started chasing her all the way crazy. All right, let's see what else. Welcome, Deborah from Ohio. We're going to keep the broadcast moving because we 39 minutes in and we still got some stuff to present. Because I didn't even get to Carmen. You know, Carmen, we did talk about Carmen. We're not going to really focus in on Carmen's per se, but we will get into an update about KP. We do know that Carmen is staying clear because KP, thicker than the snicker, Mr. Bully, is basically scaring her from coming to work. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what he said to her or what happened, but something happened enough for her to say that I'm not going to deal with this. Or she playing checkers, not chess. I'm going to just keep it real. Because Gonzalez was playing checkers, not chess. He said, the business is handled. I'm getting the hell up out of here. And maybe we have Missy over here, Miss Carmen, like, listen, I'm not even going to play. I'm just going to step to the side and let Gonzalez handle it because he got the cahoots. Like, I ain't even about to deal with this. I need a break. Because at first, you know, Carmen was having a little issue, meaning like she was standing up. She knew it was either jail, hell, or jello hell. And she said, not for Tiffany. So she started to turn on Tiffany around September. Y'all remember after Keith Freeman. But she was a little shaken. She started getting her cahoots back over like the last two board meetings. And first she started staring straight. Like, yeah, I ain't gonna look at that bitch. I ain't gonna look at that bitch. But then I was like, cool. Then she just started now standing up. She's saying this, she's saying that. Tiffany, like, you better read it. She's like, I'm not reading that. And she's like, Hunt, go read it. Carmen, like, all right. So Carmen started getting her cahoots back, but I think it could be very stressful for her too, because you never know what's going on in the background. So if she's calling herself a whistleblower, that means that you should be talking to them boys, pulling that half-ass indictment. I'm not being facetious, but come on, shit, move forward. But you know, she probably talking to them boys, giving them some information, you know, trying to put together something. I'm just having hope. So that could be stressful in itself. And knowing that they have to deal with this all the way to April and try not to pass the budget, to give Tiffany to the A-OK. They already know what situation they in, what we brought up in detail, what we had to watch for. And damn, it didn't happen. Miss Loretta Wiles ass up there wilding quietly, doing it like an OG, basically handling her business like, yo, I'm down for you. I ain't even got to talk. That's what she doing. That's what she doing. We still have to do a part 2 to the connection of her husband and a few other individuals. We'll talk about that later on. But because the numbers is kind of like obscure, I think Carmen is paying chess, not checkers. So even if she come, I think she should come the next board meeting and get Keith Price locked up if he over there thinking he got to be there, bullying her or whatever, especially if she has a temporary restraining order against her. Obviously, the judge think that it's something important for her to have a temporary restraining order. Obviously, it's something, okay? So with that goes to say, we got to keep our eyes out on what's going on with Carmen and also what's going on with thicker than a snicker KP. But we do have a little update on KP. All right. So this is just a little from the Lansing. In an interview with the Lansing Journal trustee, Carlisa explained that she has concerns about her safety ever since she began speaking out against Supervisor Tiffany Henyard. She says she has filed an order of protection against food pantry manager Keith Price, an outspoken ally of Henyard, who has interrupted and argued with speakers at town meeting. The September 24th meeting in Thornton Township board reaches new level of chaos where Carlisa and Gonzalez expressed concerns over the residents' safety as well. So this is when things start to turn. And this is what I was saying. And I said this to Keith Price. I said, yo, you saying that you don't have nothing to do with what Henyard is doing. You remember this conversation, Keith? We sat there and talked. But then you hear bullying people for her. You said literally you wouldn't have took the job if she didn't pay like she weighed. That the only reason why you did took the job as the food pantry person, it's because it paid good, not because you had political ties, not because it was your girl or anything. I asked you that. Why are you so gun-ho to take up for her? And you adamantly said, nah, I'm just getting my money. I asked you, so do you know about all the money coming out the food pantry? And you said no. You said all I do is buy the damn boxes with her name on it. You play this role, but then you turn around and be and bully. That's why I don't have respect for you. And then you had the nerve, and I'm just being honest, you had the nerve to say when I said I was from Newark, oh, she got guns. Oh, that's not bra. Saying stupid shit and judging me based on where I'm from when your whole character and who you are is a terrible fucking person. That's why I can't play these politics, because you see somebody looking like this and they're a whole fucking monster. Then you have somebody like me who's just a regular ass person that just speak the truth, and I'm just enemy of the damn state. And this motherfucker get elected for shit, get money divvy into him. What the hell is going on with our political arena? That's what I'm saying. What is wrong with the perspective of people? There's some people that probably still support KKP. The niggas on the library board, somebody voted for him. Ain't him and his wife on the library board getting money? Okay, y'all forgot? They got all these different positions. It's just so weird to me. So that's my message to you, Keith Price. You disgust me. Carmen, get them. Stand your ground. You deserve to be there. They need you. But even if you got to walk on by. Yes, if you got to walk on by like Gonzalez after you get the job done, then just do what you got to do. The people won't be mad at you. So that is my say on that. But since we're talking about thicker than a snicker, KP, man, now I could pull up this right here, getting on my nerves. I could pull up the online case search, the clerk of Cook County. This is basically like a case summary. It don't have the documents. Remember, we showed you that. Man, when you put KP name in there, it takes so long to generate. The list get longer and longer every damn time. This is all Keith Price. This is all his shit. Okay? Just all of it. Now, the only thing that I really found significant, because I'm not going through all of these is like Grand State Currency versus him, the Child Med, Ohio East Hotel, State Farm, Christ Hospital. In turn, he owe people money. But the most important thing that I did see is like the update on Gerald Jones and versus Thornton Township and Keith Price. If anybody could, I don't know if they're gonna allow anybody. Let me see. It's gonna let me do it. Do I got it? Anyway, I don't need to click that. All right, stop it. I'm about to. We're about to move on. I'm gonna just show you. I'm sorry. It made it look a little different. I started to get ADHD. Now, online, the court call information. The update, Gerald Jones and KP should be talking to each other or seeing each other tomorrow. Okay. I just so happened to pull up that they have a court date tomorrow, 11/12/2024, for this actual intentional tort non-injury. And I'm still trying to find out the details about the case. I'll show you the website where I'm waiting to be signed up, but I got a little issue. I don't know why it's still pending, but I'm going to have to email them. So it just so happened, these two are going to be seeing each other tomorrow. It looks like Thornton Township and KP, you know what they do. They put in a motion to dismiss. So I'm praying I can look at these motions. I'm going to still work on this, guys, and try to come with another comprehensive, because we have a lot of cases that I want to bring to y'all. So we can kind of do it like, you see how I kind of flow into stuff, make it make sense. But just so happened, got a little update. Gerald Jones is going to be versus KP tomorrow in this intentional tort non-injury. And I think it has something to do with intimidation. You know what they do, and bullying. I'm over here just thinking hard. I can't make any assumptions, but I'm over here just thinking. It got to do with Thornton Township and Keith Price together. So that is an update on that particular case. So sorry I cannot bring up that information, but this is the website that I'm waiting. I don't know why they treated me so bad. They like pay your pacer bill. Even when I pay my pacer bill. So the court archives. Let me see. Look up case. So that's where we went. Hold on. This is the public access. This is online information function. Hold on 1 second, y'all. I'm clicking through this. All right, that's the one. Hold on. That's the one we were already on. I was just trying to show y'all what website I'm actually waiting for to come through. I think I took it off, but I'm waiting to get my access to Cook County courts. So now you got an update on what's going on with Ronnie Burge and how he's not qualified, he's not active, and his certifications that he has not completed. And it's been 3 years. So y'all guys be careful. Did give y'all some grounds to report him to the Illinois State Board. You know what I'm saying? As soon as he act out of pocket, whoop, 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 go right online, make a complaint, shut that shit down. Thornton Township. Dolton, I see you guys really like on him like kryptonite. So we'll keep our eye on what's going on Dolton politics. Shout out to Dolton politics as well. I want to say shout out to you for not putting me on timeout, even though I didn't do anything. But I appreciate y'all because, should be so weird. I be like, you probably stand up and get on timeout, girl. So y'all didn't put me on timeout. I appreciate that. I appreciate you guys. So that's the update on, Ronnie Bird. Also, we did KP versus Carmen. Now, let's go a little bit into Angela Lockett. It's not a lot about Angela Lockett, honestly. There was something that they had brought up on the group, and then I end up just pulling up the same thing, that she's a criminal lawyer. So I'm just trying to find out what the hell Tiffany got going on that she need a criminal lawyer. Do y'all know why Tiffany always try to get these criminal lawyers? Huh? Can somebody answer that? Why do a mayor always need a damn criminal lawyer? So allegedly she's a criminal lawyer with a 3-star review. Not too many reviews, but for 19 years, it's weird that you can't find too many things on her. What I did find out, though, I know it's a case that she's involved in that has something to do with Harvey and has something to do with the police department and a wrongful arrest. Did I take it down? Lost man points officially. It takes effect for 30 days. I think it has something to do with a wrongful arrest. There was a few things that I had took down. Hold on. Let me see, can I find it? But it was a lawsuit that involved her already. Like she was an attorney for it. And it had to do with a wrongful arrest or in search of a guy. And it was Ronnie Bird. I think it was Ronnie Bird. I'm trying to remember. I should have kept the case up. But it was something involving, I believe, Ronnie Bird, some Harvey police. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to follow up. And some Harvey police. And they were at some type of fair or something. And these guys was talking about drugs, guns, and butter. And, they was at the car wash. And I think Burge was off duty. Yes. And he heard them and he called in for backup to do some type of search on them. And they tried to sue Harvey, Burge, and the township at the time for illegal search and siege and things like that. And they end up losing the lawsuit, though. The guys lost the lawsuit. I remember. I think I put it down. Like, damn, they lost. I should have kept it up there. You know what I'm saying? Because we very transparent. But I'm remembering off the top of my head that it was Burge involved in it. Lockett was involved in it as well. But Burge was the person who called the officers to do the search. We're going to go back into that because we're going to do a part 2 to this because we have more to share. We're going to have more to share on this deep dive. On our deep dives, our main objective is to give you ammunition and ideas of how the hell to take Henyard and her goons down. Okay? So What I believe I'm highlighting, and we're going to verify in part 2, is that Lockett and Burge does have history connection to each other, like most of them do. Okay, and this is probably why she picked those two, because they're comfortable with each other. You know what I'm saying? And they know how to get down dirty. And it's sad. Now, that particular situation was a little weird as far as if I was a citizen and I knew people was out there like, yeah, guns and butter, gangs and die, and the cops end up doing that, I can't be mad. But if they're doing a legal search and seizure just on people, which is a standard practice out there, allegedly, in other unlawful practice in Dolton, I don't think Ronnie is the right person to have there, and maybe definitely this criminal defense lawyer is not the right person to be there, because Tiffany is trying to set up chess pieces, okay? People who know the area, not know the area, know the government, got connections, who old. These people OGs. Y'all don't peep what Tiffany doing? Angela been a lawyer for 20 years. Ronnie Bird's been a freaking cop since I've been born. Okay? She ain't stupid. Who else? Who else she got an OG there? So is Ronnie, is Angela. Michael Smith is just a fool. Then there's one more. Oh, Loretta Wiles, an OG. Her husband been the mayor for 15,000 years. It was like, I think 14 years since he been the mayor of Phoenix. Y'all remember that? That's why we're doing this deep dive, so we can put all these pieces together. Do somebody have a board where we could put these names up and just start putting strings to them and just start connecting them? And maybe the people will figure out who they dealing with and what type of individuals they actually have. Because these people put faces on. These motherfuckers is cousins, friends, sister, brothers. Let me see. So with Angela Lockett, I think that's pretty much what I had, what I can remember. And we're going to go more in detail when we do a part 2. Because the part 2 that I want to highlight is, if I can get more details in regards to the connection of Ronnie Bird, Roy Wells, that's the cop of Phoenix, that is the chief police for Phoenix, Roy Wells, no relations to allegedly Miss Loretta Wells and her husband, the mayor of Phoenix. You know what I'm saying? You see how this is just so weird. Do y'all got the pins connecting? Also, I'm assuming from some of the articles that I've been reading, and hopefully I can put this more in a visual form, that Deputy Upshaw of Phoenix also has connection to Ronnie Burge. And Deputy Upshaw is crooked. He definitely got some news articles out there about him. Now, I'm highlighting that because that may connect right back to the alleged thing we were talking about with the cars and Tiffany trying to hook up people up with some cars, allegedly. Do you see how the pieces is kind of like, now this is all alleged, but because I'm not there, I can't really verify, but it's making sense here. You guys who are there, y'all been around there, grew up around these people, and y'all know what I'm talking about. Some people are afraid of some of the stuff that I talk about. Sometimes I don't even know how it's connected. But that's I think that's one of the reasons why they want me to be blackballed, because the way I put shit together. That's just something natural. So our part 2, again, is going to highlight Loretta Wells. We're going to try to, we're going to see what we're going to do. It's not going to be this week, but we're trying to do a part 2 to this, where it's going to be Loretta Wells, which is Tiffany Henyard. Right now, that's her right-hand man, a OG. She ain't stupid. She getting the old gangsters that know the rules, that got the connections. And she's married to Posse. She's married. You see what I'm saying? She's married to the Phoenix mayor. Okay. Roy Wells. Not Roy Wells. I forgot her husband's name is not Roy Wells, but her husband's name is Wells. I forgot his name. But Roy Wells is her husband's chief of police. And he got questionable belief practices behind him. If y'all remember, the person who came on that was our anonymous speaker they said something to the nature like Roy Wells was on a run because he owed people money, possibly because he got some gambling issues or something like that, something going on in the streets. And then it's to the nature that they don't know that he's chief of police, so he must be doing things in other counties or other places, and now he on a run, allegedly. These people are weird. This yeah, it gets a little bit deeper. That's why they be like, don't listen to Grace, don't pay no mind to her. She just be talking out of her mouth, because y'all people know. And what I'm saying somehow is making sense to y'all, because people be in my inbox like, yup, let me just tell you this piece. And then I get a little piece, and then I kind of like, okay, this makes sense. And then I'm here kind of putting shit together to y'all like I do, inspect the deck. So that's gonna be our part 2. Now, we did Angela Lockett. What we're going to do is get into, we talked a little bit about Carmen and Gonzalez tactics and how I support them and how I think that they should keep on doing what they're doing. Carmen, you know what to do. Gonzalez, keep on hiding in the basement. If it ain't nothing you got to do, keep it on moving. And also, we're going to get to this last part, okay? Because we already 1 hour into it. And I hope you like what we're sharing today. I know this for information and educational purposes only, but if you're really into what's going on in Dolton and Thornton, you want to come up with some things to actually help them. You know what I'm saying? We want to find out some ways to kick your natural black ass. Y'all remember that from what is that, Friday? What movie is that? Kick his fucking ass. Y'all remember what I'm talking about? Kid and Play with the 2 guys. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do to Henyard. Okay, y'all remember that. Everyone hit the like button. Thank you so much. Yes. Please give me an algorithm. I think I'm in the algorithm. You know, I'm in, I'm out. I'm always fighting it. I don't care. Like I said, two. It takes 2 people minds to come together to make something manifest. And if I got 50 right now, we doing good. How about that? So now let's get to this. This is what I wanted to get to that I haven't talked about, and I want to just touch bases on. Y'all know we talked about raffles, and that's something we're going to get back into, the raffles, and how Tiffany is not supposed to hold raffles at this time unless they're registered. Committees of hers are not supposed to donate to her directly. Those things that we were talking about, some restrictions on her campaign, things that you should look for. You should ask the election board, did she hand in certain papers to get licensed, especially for raffles? But one of the things they were talking about was Big Bingo. Okay. And we was talking about it the other night, like, is Tiffany using Big Bingo to get people signed up for the election? Which that is unlawful. That is against the rules. So if y'all are there and y'all see her ass got the election, some sign up voting sheets there, take a picture, report it to the election board, record it, do what you got to do, because we got to find a way to trip her ass up. But this is what I found interesting. I know y'all can't really see it, but I'm gonna try to zoom it in. Let's start from page 5. This has to do with bingo licensing and tax act. People were trying to figure out, was it legal what Tiffany was doing as far as bingo? And sad but true, what she was doing was legal. But we still have some holes in it. Dun, 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 dun. Yes, what she was doing with Big Bingo is legal. As a government entity, she can do Big Bingo. Hold on one second. Bingo. This is page 5, paragraph B. Okay, that's, hold on. Bingo shall be conducted only at a facility that is owned. Okay, so this is it. All right, so she is legally able to do bingo. Okay, that's why people didn't really say too much. Things that she could do, people get quiet as shit. But I'm gonna say what she could. She can't. Sometimes you can find a little bit more shit. Catch up. So here we go. According to this is 230 Illinois state statute 25. An organization qualified for license. Where I'm at right here. Okay. Now let's start from A. Organization qualified for license but not holding one may, upon application and payment of the non-refundable $50, receive a limited license to conduct bingo games at no more than 2 indoor or outdoor festivals in a year for a maximum of 5 consecutive days on each occasion. No more than 2 limited license under these limits. Now this has to do with an organization. Now, this is where you get into a little bit more when you're talking about government entities. Under Section 9, it says senior citizen organizations. You see my senior, she always focused on the seniors. Seniors, this is the second reason why I'm seeing her focus on the seniors and trying to back herself up. Tiffany ain't stupid. She knows she be having some law behind her, little funky self. Senior citizens organizations and units of local government may conduct bingo without a license or fee, subject to the following conditions. A, bingo shall be conducted only at a facility that is owned by the unit of local government to which the corporation authorized have given their approval and that is used to provide social services and meeting places to seniors. So she is abiding by that. In common areas and multiple unit federally assisted rental housing maintained solely for elderly persons and persons with disability. So she can do it in senior buildings as well. At buildings owned by churches or veteran organizations. She can do it at these buildings. So if she have them there, pay attention. This is the thing she know. The price paid for a single card shall not exceed 50 cents. So this is what I was asking, and no one verified, but if somebody could verify, is she making the seniors pay for these bingo cards? Because I'm like, how are they making money? And this also goes into what they're supposed to do with the funding as well that they receive from this. So y'all want to check how much she's charging for people to participate, how much she's selling these bingo cards, and what she's doing with the residuals. Okay, so let's just get into it. The aggregated retail value of all prizes. Now, this is another thing. We already know she violated this shit from the rip. The aggregated retail value of all prizes or merchandise awarded in any one game of bingo shall not exceed $10. Bingo. So right there, she should be reported. If somebody didn't formally report her to the Illinois State Attorney General for this, then she needs to be reported. There is proof in the receipts of all of these items being bought on a credit card. And no pictures of her ass rasping them off. Ain't no big screen that's under $10. It ain't no washing machine under $10. We saw all of that with our eyes. Y'all remember? Okay. I don't know if somebody did a deep dive on these bingo license, but this is something that y'all need to pay attention. She do not need a license, but she did have to follow these criteria. Okay. Now I will hope this don't give a fine to Thornton and they give something to disqualify her ass, but we still gonna look into it. No persons or organization shall participate in the management or operations of bingo under these items. No organization shall participate in the management or the operation of the bingo under these items. Okay. If the person or organization would be ineligible for license under this section. So no organizations can do it in the government facility. No license is required to provide permission for bingo conducted under these items. Okay. Bingo equipment shall not be used for any purposes other than for playing bingo. Now I don't know what she think he talking about. They probably having some Epstein and some puffy parties using the bingo equipment. You know what I'm saying? Y'all remember that they was using Melanie Fitness to have parties in there? Y'all remember? I remember, and they had pictures of them girls shaking their butt like that and everything, and the trustees was all embarrassed. Y'all remember that? If y'all deep down followers of this, y'all remember that shit. Okay, so don't put nothing past Henyard, especially at this time. So, all right, let's get into page 6, section 2. This is the conduct the conducting of bingo is subjected to the following restrictions. Okay, so something we need to pay attention to and make sure I'm checking off. We're getting down to the end. So the entire net. Now let's go. Where the money? Show me the money. The entire net proceeds from bingo play must be exclusively devoted to the lawful purpose of the organization permitted to conduct that game. Any monies that came in from bingo, y'all need to make sure that it is going back to Thornton. Point blank, period. You want to see how much came in and how much went out, and make sure that she ain't selling none of them boys more than 50 cents. Because if she did, she violated. No person except a bona fide member or employee of the sponsoring organization may participate in management or operation of the bingo game. So no person except a bona fide member or employee of the sponsored organization. So I don't know if that excludes Tiffany, but we definitely know it better be employees that run it. And I think it's Stan wife. So they do got Stan wife who run it. We gotta let me write that down. I got a picture of her too. You know, I got a picture of Stan wife, and I haven't did my deep dive. I got some shit. I'm just sitting there. I sometimes go on my thing and I just look at her. And I don't know. When the spirit say, go find what I need to, I'll do it. But I got her. Stan wife, big bingo. We're going to follow up on this. Coming for you. We're going to put some more pressure on Stan over slow self. Because I ain't happy with you, Stan. I don't give a damn if you ain't saying nothing now. If you ain't seconding or whatever the hell. Well, I don't care, Stan. You're going down. All right. So remember, we need to make sure that all the money is going back to Thornton, as well as we're going to keep our eye on Miss Brown, to see if she is, actually, well, I think she is able to run it because she's an employee. We're going to keep our eye on her ass. Okay. No person may receive any recruitment or profit from participating in the management or operations of the game, except if the organization licensed under the act is associated with the school or other educational institute. That school or institute may reduce tuition or fees to designated pupils. Now that's at the schools. So if we can prove that Miss Brown got her own credit card and using the credit card for more than just bingo prizes, you see my ass? Like, she got that credit card. She had credit cards. I'm like, what you mean I can't get the credit card? How much more you need for bingo? So maybe if y'all could look into that to see if she's doing any extracurricular spending that she's not supposed to. And that would definitely disqualify Missy. Okay? Let's see what they say. The aggregated retail value of all prizes or merchandise awarded in any single day of bingo may not exceed $2,250. But that had to do with no. The other one was in regards to the the government. So this might have to do with a private organization. The government can't give prizes more than $10. So this may be having to do with a private organization getting into this part. Now, let me see, page 7 and one more part. Y'all know I done took notes. Oh, see? Now it's different. This was another thing. The difference between if this is an organization that's doing bingo. Let me ask y'all a question. What the hell y'all got going on in Illinois that they got to have this serious 10-page bingo license and tax act? Y'all must have been really getting down with bingo. Was bingo one of y'all Atlantic City type of gambling things? Because baby, they made sure you can't have it here, you can't have it here, you can't. It's like green eggs and ham. They got a law for it there. Like any place you could think about having bingo, anyway, flipped up and down, is here and it's regulated. I'm like, damn, bingo? All right. So if you're an organization doing it, they said that you can't sell a bingo cards more than $1. So if anybody want to, clarify that, the government or government facilities like what Henyard is doing cannot sell her bingo cards more than 50 cents, and a regular facility or organization would do for $1. Now, I think I gave y'all a lot of information to work with. All right, this is just going to be a continuation, it's a deep dive until we can get the FBI to actually move on that investigation indictment, because it's not a damn indictment, it's investigation to bring in front of, oh my God, the grand jury. I'm over here stressing because that whole damn day I sat there that day on the 22nd so happy, like, yeah, you're going to jail. We did a whole party and everything. I dressed up cute. The bitch to say, I need more time to bring you back your stuff. And we never hear nothing back. The hell we got going on around here? I'm not happy with that. So let me see something. I'm just gonna put this on the screen. Oh, let's give you all an update on one more person, because people don't talk about this jigger too much. But we're gonna talk about Catch a Dog Smith. So I don't know what the hell he doing. He must not be causing that much uproar, because you know Dolton politics, some people Dolton don't play. They will be on his ass like kryptonite. But they have. So obviously he doesn't have a full-time job or something, because this jigger is, and y'all gonna know who I'm talking about. Let me put the map on the screen. If y'all don't know what a map is, that is a word I created about 2 years ago, and that is a minor attracted person. So this map right here, the residents of Dolton been on his ass like white on rice to make sure that he's not working. All right, so they are highlighting that Michael Smith is running for a village trustee in Riverdale. I'm not understanding. That's what I'm saying. We got to do something about the structure of our law, because these people should not be able to run. These are things that we need to change. Us as the people, like, no, people who have felonies, sex charges, these type of things cannot do it. Period. It's ridiculous that we can have these type of people run for office. So shout out to Kevin Garter, if I'm saying your name wrong, I do apologize. Shout out to Dolton Politics. This is some of the highlights from their group. Again, thank you, Dolton Politics, for not kicking me out. I was behaved. Got the Bill Cosby face on. Okay, what was the verdict on Michael Smith with the charter school? Did they get rid of him, and did it read? And I did not read where he's running. I did. It said I didn't read where he was running for trustee. Well, they said that he was, but allegedly they said that the school said that he was not working there, and then people said they found out that he may have still been working there. So let me just get into these comments a little bit. I was told that the superintendent that he is not working for District 215. No, the school district should hire him. No school district should hire him, except maybe CPS to teach at a jail. There he will be among his kind of people. It was 27 comments, but I don't see all of them. Let me see. So they said that allegedly no, but then somebody said that he was possibly still there. So I'm gonna have to follow up on that, because it was like a two-way street with that. And usually I can't give definitive information unless I Freedom of Information Act in my damn self. You know what I'm saying? And that's usually, so that's allegedly. But this is around the time where Keith Price started to come after Carmen. Shout out to Ty. That's the name I couldn't remember. Shout out to Ty, Mr. Freedom of Information Act King, next to Mr. Robert. Both of them. We got to bow down to you guys. Y'all be getting that work. So this is Keith Price basically was pulling up Carmen's record, and he was saying that Keith Price to pull up records on Carmen. Now she's against Tiffany Henyard. Why won't they pull out the records for the whole Goon squad, like Keith Price assault and Michael Smith assault on his aunt? I bet with those records, Keith Price wouldn't be hired for any position at a city of San Jose, let alone a county in Santa Carla in California. I think I had read that to y'all before, but this was in August when Ty noted that basically Keith Price was starting to come after Carmen. So this wasn't new. Something has been boiling. You probably was sending her inboxes and all types of stuff. He probably a woman beater. Something ain't right. Something ain't right with KP. Something ain't right, y'all. If there's any real men out there, y'all need to make sure y'all protect women. This old big ass, y'all better just triple. Can't even walk. Old bow-legged, big old bowl of hot toffee. I don't know what to say about him, but he make me sick. You know, I don't like men who bully women. Obviously, y'all see how I handle it. I guess I've been the friend, like when my friends will get like in problems with their boyfriends and their boyfriend will try to like them up. They'll call me. I'll show up. And the boyfriend be like, no, she was tripping. And I'll be like, no, this not what we do here. I know people was tripping. I know women run their mouth, but you don't have a reason or a right to put your hands on them. Like I told y'all, I never grew up around men like that. I grew up around strong Haitian men, and they were real calm and meek. We talked a lot of shit to women, and they'll just look at us, and then we'll just be quiet, like, fuck it. That's what a real man do. That's what a real man, that's what I'm used to. They don't have to say that much. Like, and then, you know, we just like, damn. That's what I'm used to. You know, the strength in the inside. But anybody who think they're going to be approaching women, calling them bitches, doing all this stuff, you lost me. So I really wasn't feeling KP from the beginning. And now that it's confirmed that he's a bully to men, at least he beat up men too. He punched men in the head, in the face too. But it looks like he's a little aggressive to females. So this is when I want to say to Keith Price, you got to put him on, your wife. If you happen to see her, just tell her to do this when he turn around, okay? That is going to tell us if he's beating her up and we're going to send some help. So, Miss Price, that's it. Just, okay? That's our universal sign for help. Okay? All right, let's get to the comments and then we're going to wrap this up. How do I inbox you, Grace? My email, my long ass email. Y'all know I'll be putting my long email up there. It's unsent. It's I'll put it up there for you. It's gonna be under the description. You can inbox me, or you can inbox me on Facebook too. I'm under Grace Levi. I do check my inbox, and it says, "Sorry, everyone. I have to go. 6-year-old wants my phone." And she's a bit demanding. Oh, honey, you nice. She nice. Shit, your 6-year-old better have a job. You better be playing on a play phone. Man, y'all too nice. I'm sorry. Maybe I'm too strict. I'm not about to play. They honeymoon, I love you, but I ain't be. I'd be like, excuse me. I don't have to say nothing to kids. They be like, okay. I'd be like, you take that, you take that, you sit there. My kids used to be good when they was little. Now is another thing. They bigger than me. They like, what? I'm grown. Back in the day, I used to just look at them. Like, okay, mommy. Said, I ain't with that. You know what I'm talking about. Bring it out, Grace. Thank you for being with us, Kappa. I appreciate you. I didn't see you in a while. Tiffany don't care about them dumbass laws. No, she don't. She gonna ride this till the wheels fall off. But I think other people around her, other organizations should care about them dumbass laws if they want to keep their position. You see what I'm saying? I'm trying to give hope to the people. I totally agree. I think they all don't give a damn about them dumbass laws. But at this point, what we're going to have to do is put pressure on them, expose them through embarrassment, expose them through consistent pressure, and letting them know that the people won't take their bullshit, that we're not going to let them manipulate us, use our money, control the narrative, use our resources wrong, go shopping, create wars. You know, that's all that shit. We here to stand up, use our critical thinking skills, ask questions, make people uncomfortable. And one thing I will say, I saw a post from Nate Fields, and Nate Fields has said something to the nation. Let's put it up. I had to give him his respect. He said, y'all keep on talking until you get an understanding. I think he said something like that. And I was like, look at him over there being a damn politician. Let me see. What else do we got? Hold up. Let me see. I don't know what page it was on, but I think I'm gonna follow up with that call. What he said, what is this? Did he do it on his regular page? Let me see something. Give me 1 second. I want to read the quote to you guys because I had to give it to him. So let me find out his ass being a little positive politician, seeing what's going on out there and shit. He like, let me add myself to the conversation. All right, this is what he said. I love it. I love people speak their piece. I don't care. You know me. This is what he said 5 days ago. I guess that's when stuff started popping off around us. It says propaganda and misinformation divides us, but this APP and other communications are what makes us understand each other. Keep the opinions coming until there's an understanding. Communication is the key, and everyone's entitled to free speech in their own view. But keep an open mind. Okay, so that was a quote from Nate Fells. I gotta give it to him over there, coming in like a little politician. Like, I see the bullshit going on. Y'all just keep talking, get to it. And it's so funny because just to say it, my son, sometimes when we go through stuff, I'll be the one like, I'll be over. I'm like, I ain't gonna keep talking to y'all. I don't have time for it. My son like, you need to talk. We have to keep communicating until we come to an understanding. I be like, shit, I need a break. Y'all just drive me crazy with all this stuff. But communication is what it is. We need communication. We need everybody to come to the table with their views, their opinions, and we can meet in the middle and actually come up with a great plan. Because usually when you have different minds coming together collectively, you come up with some good shit. That's how you win wars. You know what I'm saying? So what we're trying to do is break spells and curses here. And I'm going to tell you guys, I love you. I'm going to end off with one of my favorite Hebrew rappers, Ayarika. I will see you guys next week. I'll probably come on this weekend and do a little, I got something coming up, but that's for my Hebrews. But until then, I will see you on the other side.
They want that old Henyard back. Say less. I guess it's divine timing, you know what I'm saying?
I think it's like an old lady.
Look, many of us have broke the spells, found our way up out this hell through travail. Many can tell, peace and light is where we dwell. Some would pass, some would fail. He who lives would tell the tale on how we reach the holy grail. All our ops, we wish them well. I've been on this journey for a while now. Slay so many demons, when they see me, they all bow down. In and out the flesh, I'm a threat to these goofies, which is why I keep my balance. If I slip, they gon' do me. I'm a man who has traveled many worlds in the spirit. Everywhere I go, I get made in its image. I took on this body with its urges and its senses, just so I can say I took part in this human experience.
Hide the money, y'all. There's poor people around. With your broke ass.
I could not be here breathing and be comfortable if I was really as bad as they was making it. Nobody could be around me. So for me to be this calm, I must have some kind of inner peace. And my inner peace is knowing that once everybody take the time to really see what type of person I am, you'd be surprised that I stuck around this long.
I have to make the life that I do live as happy as I can and try to do the best with what I have. Live the best life I can live, be as happy as I can be. Nothing is perfect for anybody. I don't know.
Boys, I swear, I think I figured it out. You know why they don't want us redneck brothers and sisters and the hood brothers and sisters getting along? You know why? Because we'd be unstoppable. I'm telling you right now, we would shut shit down.
Drunk as yeah, スライドするお前の地元にスライドする
Imagine if my small business blew up overnight and I woke up to some sales. Boost this video so people who like my products can find me.
Algorithm. Where you at, bitch? Because I'm tired of posting viral content and getting 2.5 likes. We finna fight, ho.